Hi creative friends, this is Freya and thank you so much for being here. So I've allowed this to completely dry and I was looking at it before I turned the camera on, and I have to say that I'm really pleased with the direction that this is going in. So I'm gonna bring it up closer just so you can see like the luscious textures of the tea bag and just the depth of the colors. And I mean, there's so much about it that is really appealing to me. And I really love the juxtaposition of the like kind of fantastical, really bright pop of color that this, this original page had, contrasted with the more subdued color palette of, the way I normally do my 100-day project mixed media portraits. So yeah, I'm just really drawn to so much of this. And that's kind of taken me by surprise, honestly. I didn't expect to really enjoy the way these are playing off of each other, and it's something I think I can replicate in my art journals, or just even going back to my mixed media portraits. And that's why it's so important, you guys. I know it's like I'm like a just so repetitive about it, but it's just so important to just continuously move from one project to another, from one way of working to another. And there's just so many interesting things that can happen that are completely unexpected. Like I couldn't even plan it out. Anyways, I'm just going to dive right in here. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I want to build up, you know what, I need my blue. I want to build up some kind of depth here in the hair, and the blue is going to play off on the blue that's already on the page. So I'm kind of like liking that. And let me just kind of drag it in here a little bit. And so basically what I'm gonna do like from now on is it's a lot of it is push and pull. It's building up my layers, and tightening things up. So, working from big shapes to small shapes, and nothing like too serious is gonna happen. It's just going to be a matter of tightening up the face and then figuring out what to do with the background. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep some of these patterns, but I'm going to, obliterate. I'm going to take away, say, the goat and the fish and the cat, like the things that you can see are a thing, and I'm going to try to keep the patterns, because I really do love the pattern on her dress. I love the pattern on the fish and the cat. So yeah, I'm so excited about this, you guys. This has taken me quite by surprise, honestly. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start building up her skin tones here. And I'm gonna drag some of this into the hair, just to kind of build up the depth and the color field, give it some interest, give it some like life. And okay, and I think I'm just gonna keep all of this like as if she's wearing like a turtleneck or a dress that has a high collar, or just like leave it up to just leave it up to the imagination about like the thing that another thing is, like, we don't have to define everything. Like, sometimes we can just let things be what they are. And that's something I'm kind of like learning how to do. I'm kind of working towards that. And, every time I work in, say, a fantastical book like this, or Connie Solera's Painting the Feminine art journal, I just like am so inspired to just not be so literal and just look at things like, hey, it just wants to be whatever it wants to be. It wants to be a pattern. It wants to be a color field. It wants to be, whatever it is. I don't need to like define everything. And that's really freeing to me, because it's allowing me to just let things be as they are, and also to love what I love without like trying to put it in a box. Like I kind of want to do that. Like I want to define it, you know. Let's see, and so kind of go like her hair is just like, you know, oops, that was going to be part of the dress there. Oh well. Let me see if I can get that part back. Okay. And you guys, just as I talk about not defining everything, I wanted to keep some of the hair, like, you know, part of the original page, and I covered it up. Because it's kind of like my mind sometimes wants to cover things up. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover that fish up though, because I don't want that fish to be seen as a fish. So I can cover that up a little bit. Okay. And then now I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep some of the background and how to like cover it up, you know. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna go with a blue. A blue just seems like a good choice because there's already so much blue on the page. So I want to cover up, say, that cat face there and the fish face. So let's see. And I want to cover up like her legs over there. I'm going to leave some of it. Okay, you guys, that looks a bit haphazard, but I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna fight my urge to make it into something. I'm just gonna leave it. So I'm just gonna kind of, I just want to cover up the like the fish and the cat face here and her legs and the goat. But other than that, I'm gonna leave everything as is. Okay, you guys, let me see here. I think I'm gonna work on her face a little bit because I do need to kind of tighten things up. So I'm gonna like work on the nose a little bit here, and I need to like position the lips here so that, you know, it's not like, the lips are not where they should be. So let's see. You guys, I'm really like, it's so interesting to me, like just the juxtaposition of the two styles. And just kind of go like so. gotta tighten up the eyes a little bit, but let me see here. So I've got to kind of bring a little bit of color into the brow, like the socket, the part that goes back. Like I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to have some variation here. So you guys, I'm just kind of like building up her face here without getting like too fussy. And I allowed some of the page to show through, like that green and the blue and over here, and I'm really loving it. I actually wish I would have maybe left a little bit more to show through, but oh well. Okay, you guys, I know I said I was gonna tighten things up, but sometimes you've just got to kind of like loosen things up a little bit, and it's like a push and pull. So like, you know, you push it, you pull it, you push it, you pull it, and that's kind of the way it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this up closer here. So like, I just want to drag some of this into the hair just to like give some life to the hair and some variation. Uh-oh, that's coming out. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm going to bring this up closer, you guys, just so you can kind of see like what's going on. And I'm really loving a lot of it. You know, she's got a lot of interest and dimension, and you know, the North Star that I have been using to guide me is I wanted her to be really expressive and emotive, and I think that she is. And I'm not so worried about, like, you know, I know like the chin is, you know what, I can fix it right here. The chin's a little bit off here. You know what, I'm just gonna kind of go like that. Okay, you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. I hope that this series is interesting and inspiring for you to try out combining like 2 different ways of working in one spread. It doesn't have to be the same 2 that I'm using, or it can be, but you know, interesting things can happen. So anyways, if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.